Oh, okay. That was good. Must be. Yeah. Okay, that's good pace. Another maybe 3 miles and I'll call it a day. Oh, maybe a quick break wouldn't hurt. Just a quick seat to gather my thoughts and catch my breath. Excuse me, sorry, is this seat taken? Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Small world, eh? I almost didn't recognise you without, without your usual clothes on. Sometimes I forget that people exist outside of school. I mean, I know that you do, but you just never see them anywhere else. It's but yeah, sorry. Is this seat taken? Do you mind if I rest for a minute? I've just finished a run, or well, not finished, but partially finished. Kind of tempted to be fully finished. Oh, great, thanks. Oh, man. So, what brings you out here? Well, yeah, no, I know that it's completely normal for someone to be out at the park in such lovely weather. It's a really good question. Why did I ask that? I mean, I suppose what I'm trying to say is, why are you here? You know, this is a bit more off the beaten path. This isn't really one of the more accessible spots. It's a bit more out in the middle of nowhere. You know, a little bit more unkempt, not a path that most of us walk. Just enjoying the silence. Yeah, that sounds like you. Oh, sorry, yes, you're trying to enjoy the silence and I've just come barging in here, sweating and huffing and puffing. Do you want me to go and let you get back to your tranquility? You don't mind? As kind as ever, I see. Though, maybe, from relying upon my extensive 3 weeks of reading into psychology, there's a deeper reason behind you allowing me to be here. A deeper reason why, despite me stumbling into your private moments and ruining your peace and quiet, the many times I've done so, from us camping together to on top of the school building, to then being locked in the classroom with you, to now. Perhaps there is a deeper reason why you don't mind me being here. Perhaps you are completely stark raving mad. Or perhaps you enjoy my company, which, well, that's the exact same as the previous option, isn't it? Because you would have to be mad to put up with me. I do talk an awful lot of crap, don't I? Oh, well, whatever the reason is, I'm grateful for it. You know I love spending time with you. Speaking of, I feel like I've barely seen you recently. What with exams and all that. How did you do? Did all your studying pay off? Oh, good. I am so glad to hear that. But, I mean, I'm not surprised. I never doubted you for a second. So, I suppose the world's your oyster now. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, be whoever you want. But if I know you, and I'd like to think that I do after all our time together, you've probably thought of all of that in great detail. And you you probably already have everything mapped out. So, do I get a peek behind the curtain? Do I get to skip to the end and well, get a few spoilers? Oh, come on. You know exactly what I mean. What's your next steps, you know? I mean, are you going to college, to university? Are you going straight into work? Are you going to get a trade? Or are you going to do some volunteer work? Are you going to go and find yourself in some far-off land? Hell, are you going to join a church? Or are you going to, I don't know, be the first ever world champion ping pong player on Mars? What's the dream? What's the goal? And yeah, what's next? Oh, wow, that's really cool, actually. Yeah, no, I can totally see you doing that. Man. You know, I always knew that you would do something impressive with yourself, but man, you don't do half measures, do you? Well, whatever you do, I am very thankful that I got to spend time with you now, you know, before you ran off to change the world. I just hope you remember me when you're looking back on life after achieving your dream. That you remember fondly the bumbling idiot that, well, you put up with for the last year and a bit of school, eh? Hmm? Oh, me? Yeah, I have my future planned out, I'd like to think. Well, no, I'm not actually going to do psychology anymore. No. No, I was accepted to a few universities and colleges, both here and abroad, actually. I actually got a few scholarships too. Yeah, I just well, I turned it down. Oh, don't look so shocked. I mean, yeah, am I throwing away a very valuable opportunity that many people would kill for? Yes. Am I making a rash and bold decision which I may come to regret every single night I go to bed for the rest of my life? Yes. Could this potentially be the biggest mistake that anyone has ever made in the history of mistakes? Yes. But I'm standing by it. I am standing by my mistake, and I am owning it. It's not what I want to do anymore. It's not my path. Then what is my path? Well, you see, I was asking myself that for quite a while. Especially over the past year. I mean, at first I thought it would be, you know, just coast like the rest of the guys from the football team. Go to college, probably coast through there too. Get a job, maybe meet someone that I relatively liked and got on with, have a few kids, and then spend the rest of my retirement talking about the good old days and about how I was a college prodigy at football that could have gone pro if I hadn't hurt my knee or some rubbish like that. I don't know. And then, I don't know, then I met you. Or, well, no, I didn't meet you, I knew of you, I just never really spoke to you. Until we spoke around the campfire that night, and I realised that you're only as good as the company you keep, and I didn't really like the football team or the cheerleaders or any of them. And I didn't really want to spend the rest of my life associating with people like them. And I'd much rather spend my life associating with people like, like you. I ended up running in with that crowd that do the Dungeons and Dragons, and I enjoy it, and well, I don't know, psychology seemed interesting to me, and then something just changed. I don't know, it's on the roof that day after foiling my old friend's plot to pour paint on the D&D group's little stall, I don't know, I just something about protecting people who can't protect themselves kind of tickled my fancy, it stuck with me, that feeling of defending the defenceless. And so I joined the military. Yeah, I ship out in fall. For now, I've just been trying to build my fitness, prepare myself, and I suppose pluck up the courage to come find you and, well, that's just it. I don't actually know what to do now that I have you here. I know that we're two very different people from two very different backgrounds and two very different social circles with two very different trajectories in life. But even if our lives are going to be worlds apart, even if they're going to be really, really different, I suppose I want them to be different together. The time I've spent with you, it's the one thing I haven't been second guessing. And I mean, I know that I am, well, not the usual person that you would hang around with. But every moment that we've hung out, it's felt special. It's felt, well, different. I mean, that practically characterises our whole thing, isn't it? We're different. I mean, you used to call me a jock, and you a nerd. And the cheerleaders used to, well, especially Ashley, used to joke that you had a crush on me. And, well, as funny as it was to mention that to you all those months ago and watch you squirm, a little part of me hoped it was true. I suppose what I'm trying to say in my usual annoying, long-winded and confusing way is, I want you in my life, no matter where I go and who I am, and no matter where you go and who you are. I want to be with you. I want us to be together. There's more than two strange friends. I want us to be one strange couple. I mean, I'll be away for a bit for training. So if you want that time to think and decide if that's something that you want to pursue, I completely understand. But if you need more time afterwards, I will stay away and I will give you all of the free space that you need to think about this. And I That was not one of the responses I was expecting. Words are not wording for me at the moment. No hablo inglés. Oh man, is it hot out here, or is it just you? Me. Is it just? So I'll take it. That means that you. Yeah. I thought so. Just double checking. You know. No, good. This is good. This is very good. This is actually slightly too good. I wasn't expecting an answer this fast, so I I haven't actually planned any kind of date or anything like that, which I should probably go and do now that we are. Yeah. So I'm gonna go and finish the run, and then I'm going to call you when I've made plans for us for our first date as a yes as a couple as our one strange couple. Okay, yes, running, moving of the feet. I'm going to go and do that now. Thanks again for listening to that. Right. Yeah. I'll call you, I guess. Bye. Yeah. Right.